If we double everything, tier 15 is 41 million, according to something witty. All right.
What? No, that isn't correct either.
Wait, no.
High.
Oh.
I don't understand. Why? What? People are using like different equations, and I feel like it was just a simple, like you just
Double,
follow
and then
it,
double,
like,
and then
yeah.
double, and then double, and then double.
And we did that, and it's around $100,000.
It's not double.
But it's not doubling it every
scaling
time, right?
increase.
That's not how. That's not the path, because
Oh my
tier 1
God,
to tier 2
everyone
is
is
double.
saying-
But tier
Okay,
two-
but feardragon.
You're feeding the beast. Stop.
Yeah. Oh my God.
ZombieGrub was just double. Just double every
Literally,
tier.
I just was like, let's just assume it's double for sake of ease.
Yeah,
and
but
then
what
we went
is
into
the
this whole
algorithm here?
conversation.
There actually should be an algorithm here. Is it
I'm
just-
sure there is, but we don't actually know it. What if they made it tier 4 that's $40 and we're like, wait a second, that doesn't make any fucking sense. We'll
No,
never
hold
know.
on. I'm gonna calculate. I'm gonna figure
It's
this out.
imaginary.
I'm gonna figure this out.
Oh my God.
Oh, we're here. Damn, Shiva lost.
So
Thank you
F
so much
of-
for the 2-year resub, man. Welcome
F
back.
of 1 is 5. F of 2 is 10. F of 3 is 25.
Stop caring about tier 1 and 2. Tier 1 and 2
Hold
is
on, I
completely
think
irrelevant.
Wolfram Alpha has a thing for this.
Oh my God.
Completely ignore tier 1 and tier 2 and the difference between tier 2 and tier 3. Completely ignore it. All we're caring about is doubling tier 3 up until 15.
Don't lump me in with the we. All right, here. I care about this. I know you don't. One is 5.
So anyways, Bayesian Imprimancer says that prostate massages by people who aren't medical practitioners are legal in some US states.
Is that like a r/I am very smart thing, or what are we talking about here?
I think he's talking about feardragon saying that touching your butt's the equivalent to punching your asshole.
Oh, wow. It's super not. I think established that. Like one is penetration or an attempt at it, and the other one is just squeezing the meat around the asshole.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a. Wait, hold on. Is that true? Oh, Gimbal. Recursive solutions here are not fair, because like when you only have a 3-step iteration, that's almost like cheating, because you have to define f of 1 and f of 2 like statically.
I've been clear about where you can't build. Nothing I can't handle.
Oh my God.
Teary.
Teary. Havocus says 100,000 and 102,400. That
Yeah.
sounds closer to what I would expect.
Yeah, exactly.
Tier 25 would be around 105 million. That I agree with.
Your add-ons prime.
It reminds me of the. Wait, was there an American version of this story? Did I just get the brown version? There's a story of like the prince from a kingdom who encounters like a beggar, and the beggar is like
I know the one. They're doubling the rice on the chessboard.
doubling the rice.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
I know
Cool.
the one.
It wasn't just some like random brown thing then. Awesome.
No, but there were like a bunch of people kept bringing up the fact of like tier 1 and tier 2 being 5, 10, and then going from 10 to 25, and then calculating the algorithm off that. And I'm like, ignore tier 1, ignore tier 2. We are just talking about tier 3. We're starting at tier 3, assuming that tier 4 would be $50.
Are you
double 25.
okay? So Maynarde and ZombieGrub, you're also on board with that, right? That
That's
logic?
literally the thing I said.
Okay, ZombieGrub and Maynarde both think if you're a tier 1 or a tier 2 sub, you do not matter. All right. They have been waiting for the day that Twitch will enable tier 3 sub only mode, because right now they only support sub only mode. But if they could permaban you for being a tier 1 or a tier 2 sub, they would. Confirm.
Haven't got the minerals for that.
You can't do
fine
that.
with
I have
You
a
were
big
saying-
spider, and I'm gonna go vacuum it. I'll be right back.
So
You're
something
gonna
witty says
vacuum a
you
spider?
can't-
The supply depot. Quickly.
Just smack it with your foot. You can't do that. You are saying we're wrong, but you are wrong. Huh. But I'm making up my own rules for an imaginary thing, and I'm giving the guidelines for my rules. You know.
Their labor is our backbone.
No, Thermal was right. Aliens are the best turning it. Oh my God. Oh! Ho, ho, ho!
to dig up more.
I think this is deep. This is. So, how many SCVs would you say you lost, CG?
6.
Yeah, I think you're in a very good spot. Who's playing? ZG? Yes. ZG's playing right now. I do wish we had like a sort of a clean feed setup, something a little bit more, you know, technically profound. Something a little bit more, you know, we have less delay, and it's super obvious who's streaming. Ah, it's the old hold the Z button, some losing button strategy. So this is a common one for Zergs. You know when a corpse, when someone dies, they void their bowels. This is when a Zerg dies, it voids its bowels, and all these links come out.
Ah, fuck!
Are you ready for this?
Why would you shock me while I'm trying to vacuum a spider? God! Ah!
Sounds like a perfect
Fuck you
time.
guys. Fuck you, Offspring.
Supply depot. Quickly. A mineral field. You
Nice.
want to build there? Don't farm. Yes, sir. Put up
Sorry,
some supply
what's happening?
depots. Ready to raise some hell. Big job, huh?
Alright.
I've been clear about where you
Okay.
can't build.
Don't get the dog piped up.
You ready for war?
How does this Zerg have so many drones after losing 500 Zerglings?
Woo.
Oh no!
Bad news? You haven't got some minerals for that.
Mech.
I got my ears on.
Thank you, Offspring, for the 9-month resub and the 1,000 bits, God.
You need more.
I'm so far away from feeding the good boy. It's okay, Shiva Blaster. What I did is I've created a shortcut for people with giant, deep pockets.
Get more
If you give
minerals.
20 subs, I will also feed the Bork.
Wait, you didn't
Big-
feed the Bork after that person gifted you 50 subs on the Doom run?
I didn't ask for it.
Add-on complete. Now use it.
Also, that stream was already 6.5 hours at that point. And it's like, alright.
I know. You were just like, all right, one more run. It'll be like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. 2.5 hours later.
Fuel Pup asks, by the way, when is a good time in the week to feed the Nardbork? Anytime, man. I mean, actually, during commentary, like tournaments, probably not, because I don't want to slow down the tournament just to feed my dog. But something where I am in control of the broadcast for the most part, and anytime.
Haven't got the minerals for that.
So feed them, redeem it while he's sleeping. And Maynard will have to wake up to feed the Bork. And if we do it enough, then we'll train Loki to wake Maynard up to be fed in the middle of the night.
Loki's always very good. Also, he's already very good at waking me up, dude. Like he is he's a licker. He's a licker, and he for some reason he thinks that my face is delicious. So he specifically comes over to me and licks my face most mornings.
I mean, I can sympathize with that.
Yeah. TKL, thank you for getting a tier 1
please.
flat doodle. What's up,
You'll
TKL?
kill the hatchery later.
You're low on energy.
Oh my god.
Could have gotten the queens and the hatchery.
I don't know that.
Dig up more.
I
chance to
do know
use.
that.
To be honest, this doesn't really feel like genuine backseating. No one's telling the player what to do and how they suck and how they should
I
play like
literally
Mario.
just told her.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. We
First
just
of all-
told her it could have been a hatchery kill instead of a cancel, which is a
They're
really
literally
huge fuck up in the game.
backseating, which I think they might be
Yeah.
doing on purpose.
Yeah. No, no, it's great. It's Judo TV. I know. It's a cool person. It's a cool person.
Oh, okay, okay. They cool.
Mouths to feed.
Cool. It's cool. TKL says I'm loving you from far away. That's what's up, my dude. Oh my god, TKL, je t'aime. Je t'aime le TKL. Disposable. Thank you for gifting a tier 1 as well. Appreciate it. These Vikings are putting in work. There was at least 2 dead overlords at that 4th.
Prediction.
It's one Viking.
It feels like 2 Vikings because of how effective it's
Right.
been. Nice SimCity, by the way. Streamer.
Right?
What happened to Terran players building like planetary fortresses beside their third base?
It's incredibly
it's-
inefficient.
Yeah, it's still in bronze. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe your Terran account, you can build planetary.
I'm just saying, if you lose this game after losing your third base,
I didn't lose my third base.
I said if you. When you
Because I'm a
ZombieGrub, if
planetary
you make a
next to it.
ZombieGrub, if you go up to 5 bases in this game and lose that game, that planetary and also the turret there, I'm gonna unsub.
I'll live.
But what if you don't though? Because you lose your 5th base.
Yeah, actually. Alaska Winter's asking, what do we think of the new Terran patch notes?
There's nothing for Terran,
Wait.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, there's no notes on Terran.
I saw a change to the Void Ray, change to Banelings, so that's all.
You know, I love Nate, but like,
But
I did the thing where I responded to his tweet. No, it's not even drama. It's just like I responded to Nate's tweet where he was clearly like talking about balance and design and all that stuff of like, oh, Protoss, why they should make these changes, they should have made these other changes. And he made a reference of like, oh, it should bring back like the Wings of Liberty Void Ray. And I'm just kind of, I innocently just do the thing where I tangentially talk about something else when someone says something. And I'm like, I don't have any thoughts on balance. But the idea of attacking my own shield battery to keep the Void Ray charge going so it's like prismatically aligned longer by killing my own shit is a really fun thought.
Mineral field is out. Claim another.
And immediately Nathanius did the thing where he's just like, someone responded to my balance complaint. And he went on and like, I felt like he thought I was arguing with him about the Void Ray change.
Clear about where you can
Oh, Lord.
build.
Oh lord.
This guy
Mercy.
made mutas and then didn't do anything.
Wow, he's clearly not read the latest patch notes for Zerg.
Oh, okay.
Not even a patch note thing, it's just Zerg just realizing, oh yeah, mutas are great. Oh, it's all dead drones, get him! Get him! Go CC! Oh no. Do you have smart servos? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, I did actually.
Something witty.
Unless it finished like as they were transforming.
So TKL just said that he wants to do an O Gaming versus the World Cast show match, and I think that if we get to play all the games in Singapore, I'm down with it.
Funny.
Ha! Relevant to the current drama of the scene. Yeah.
Wait, did something witty come up with a formula for the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, all the way to tier 15?
They did, and he was so desperate to make it something in this chat, and it's let him know.
Oh my god. Hold on. If I shrink my chat to exactly the right size, this will show up as a table for me.
Go easy on Nate. He's having a hard time with Rona, and so am I. Look, it wasn't actually an actual slight at Nate. It's what feardragon's saying.
Oh my god.
Pulling vein. Oh, the mutas. Oh! Okay, well,
Get more minerals.
engagements like that aren't going to do you any favors. I guess you got a lot of your front line though.
Daylight's burning. You haven't got the minerals for that.
Just adding some context in. You don't need to add context. We were all very aware of Nate's and most of our situations.
Does anyone else think that Nate and feardragon hate each other? I read on the Something Awful forum, sorry, I read on 4chan that Nate actually slept with feardragon's mom, and ever since then,
Yeah,
they've
I
never
had
been
fun.
able to see eye to eye.
I also read that on 9gag. Is that still a thing? Does that site exist?
It is, but it's 9 months late.
Cool.
Yeah.
This guy just literally waits until they move out to move in. Buys time for brood lords, I expect.
But what if you keep making Thors? Oh my god! Just a handful of Zerglings. I feel like drilling claws and winter mines actually isn't a terrible idea here.
Finest mines have
I do have
finished
some.
an upgrade.
On MySpace? Yeah, exactly right.
I don't understand how you can go mech. I mean,
What?
the Banelings still do 3 more damage than they will after the patch notes that they
Oh,
just
look,
launched.
it actually doesn't
Like,
matter. It actually
is mech
doesn't matter
even
what unit
viable?
comp you make. Look, it actually doesn't matter what unit comp you make. Banelings are amazing against whatever you're making.
You know what I was laughing so hard about? Not 1, not 2, but I think at least 4 or 5 people, all I saw, like, responded to me, or we're talking on Discord, and they're just like, God, Banelings are going to be ridiculous versus biological units. And I'm like, they did 35 damage, or sorry, to light units. I'm like, they did 35 damage before, they do 35 damage now. Like, it's literally the same damage, and people are just freaking out.
All right,
Also
ZG, go
SCVs.
get him.
Pull some SCVs to repair!
Must be
Like 3, not a lot.
Are you Are you that guy that was just like, why don't people pull SCVs with their mech army?
Course set.
No, actually, just
He
I'm
was
saying,
that
like,
Reddit
we
poster.
SPVs.
We're returning fire.
You have 4s.
You're at
Anyone else here that Nate isn't invited to Zubby's birthday party anymore? That's actually true. I'm not inviting Nate to my birthday party.
I heard that feardragon is considering inviting Nate last out of all commentators to his make-believe wedding with his make-believe wife.
Too soon. Too soon.
mineral field is depleted.
Fear Dragon single.
Wow. I said make-believe wife.
That is rubbing
down the
salt
line.
in the wound.
Down the line.
That would be like, okay, let me put it this way, Maynard. After you lose your next game, I'm gonna be like, oh man, how do you enjoy that make-believe win, Maynard? You'd be like, fuck you,
No,
Robbie.
it's more like it's so down the line. It's like your make-believe grandmaster rank. Your make-believe about to be demoted.
I
to
think it's
master.
unrealistic I'll ever get to that point.
You really can just make banelings, huh?
I'm just saying that you could have absorbed a few more hits. That's CV's for repair.
I don't think I could have.
No, I actually don't think so.
Not at all.
You could actually just make banelings, huh? If you have a ground army, you could actually just make banelings. That's amazing.
Okay, don't lose the game. I'm gonna go get another beer.
I'll try
You
not
might
to.
lose the game. Might lose this game. The Zerg's still maxed out. It might be over.
You aren't just sitting on them. They're hounding your SCV.
Considering they're your neck of woods, have you ever seen Parkway Drive? I have Xerxes 300 BC. I've seen plenty of Parkway Drive. And I got a bloody nose last time I saw them live from some dickhead teenager martial arts breakdancing like an idiot. It's a long time ago though. At least 12 years.
Delay that order. We're already at max supply.
Feardragon is a true hero, having a beer and talking shit while watching
Mineral
StarCraft.
patch has been strip mined.
It's a very heroic act.
It takes a lot of courage to
A
get
lot of
drunk
courage.
for 60
To
some
put
days in a
yourself-
row and watch StarCraft.
Out there like that.
Minerals, be industrious.
Is that Thor kind of just... Is it stuck in the name?
Is it?
Is it?
You're at max supply. Everything's spoken for.
Well, it was.
You right there, mate? Sounds like you dribbled a little bit.
Belay that order. We're already at max supply.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. He's just chilling. Oh, those tanks he's chilling as well. Look, the backseating worked. Yay. Now you have 3 more mech units to play with.
Ooh.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I've actually been in some crazy mosh pits, Xerxes. Parkway Drive wasn't even the worst one. But believe it or not, the worst mosh pit I've ever been in was actually a Melancholy mosh pit. I actually thought I was going to die.
I actually, unironically think you should scan the natural or like the high ground as a third to see if there's actually
Flooding
Broodlords
Bandits
or
again,
something
probably.
about to ambush you.
I'm not too worried about Broodlords. I am worried about the army just pouncing on me again.
Yeah.
That's what he's planning on doing.
My only thought about the Broodlords is you'd want to change the mode for your force.
I could probably just do that already. Yeah.
ZombieGrub, I'm not sure if you're aware, but the anti-air mode of the Zerg, of the Thor rather, really matters in the upcoming engagement with your
How
Crown
is-
Army of Ultra.
How is Zerg supposed to beat
Was,
Terran?
look, was making Ultras the right move here for the Zerg?
No.
I gotta ask. Was the idea of going, you know what, Ultras, after being up against Mech for 20 minutes straight?
You know,
do you think?
I think this is a Zerg player, though, that has gone Broodlord and was just like, never again, because they just walked him in.